Srimati R.S. Kalaria Primary School, English Medium. Myself, Ms. Zeenat Kanani. Today we will be studying the chapter An Indian American Woman in Space, Kalpana Chawla, Standard 6 English text. Now, all of you must have heard about Kalpana Chawla because she was such a woman whose name everybody has heard. In this lesson, lesson number 4, we will be reading about her life. Whom did she marry? How did she become an astronaut? Why is she called an Indian American woman? Why not only an Indian woman? And she was the first woman born in India to go into space. The hardships which she faced, and finally the tragedy which struck her. So now let us move on with the lesson. An Indian American woman in space, Kalpana Chawla. In an unprecedented space tragedy, US Space Shuttle Columbia, carrying Indian-born American astronaut Kalpana Chawla and 6 others, broke apart in flames as it streaked over Texas towards its landing strip on Saturday, 1st February 2003, killing all 7 on board. Now, in this paragraph, we come to know what happened with Kalpana Chawla, the astronaut. What is the meaning of unprecedented? Never done or known before. Something which is never done or known before. It was carrying the US Space Shuttle Columbia was carrying Indian-born American astronaut Kalpana Chawla and 6 others when it broke apart in flames. The entire Space Shuttle Columbia broke apart in flames where over Texas, and it killed everyone, all the 7 members on Saturday, 1st February 2003. The shuttle lost contact with NASA at about 9 AM as it came in for landing. When it was about to land, this tragedy occurred. It was flying at an altitude is height, of over 200,000 feet and traveling at over 20,000 km/h when ground control lost contact with the shuttle. This was the time when the ground contact was lost. It was traveling at over 20,000 km/h. But you can say it was unlucky that the shuttle lost contact at about 9 AM and this event occurred. Everyone died, including Kalpana Chawla. Columbia had lifted off on 16 January 2003 from the Kennedy Space Center, Florida. It had stayed in orbit for 16 days and the 7-member crew conducted 80 experiments before it began its downward journey, which ended in tragedy. Imagine 80 experiments it had done in space and they had stayed there for 16 days. Everything was okay, everything was going fine, but when they were about to land, this event, this tragedy happened and all the 7 members crew died. This was Columbia's 28th space flight and the shuttle was said to be good for 100 flights. Kalpana Chawla said that she never dreamed as a child in Karnal, Haryana, that she would cross the frontiers of space. Now, she said, it is written over here that she had never dreamt as a child that she will go into space, or she would cross the frontiers of space. She would go to space. She was born in Karnal, Haryana. It was enough that her parents allowed her to attend engineering college after she graduated from Tagore School. Her parents allowed her to do engineering college. That was enough for her. She had never even thought, never dreamt that she will become an astronaut. After a Bachelor's of Science degree in Aeronautical Engineering. What is Aeronautical Engineering? It is the study which is related with the design and manufacture of air flight techniques of operating aircraft and rockets within the atmosphere. Against great opposition from her father, she went for a master's degree to the United States. Her father had opposed her, but still she went to the United States for a master's degree. She already had a science degree in aeronautical engineering. An engineering which is related to the design and manufacture of air flight techniques within the atmosphere. She went for a master's degree to the United States of America. She later earned her PhD in aerospace engineering. What is aerospace engineering? In this lesson, children, you will learn different terms. Aerospace engineering is the branch of technology and industry concerned with both aviation and space flight. Aviation means doing with air. So she also got a PhD in aerospace engineering. Kalpana Chawla was the first Indian American woman astronaut to blast off. Blast off means to take off from a launching site. She was the first Indian American woman astronaut to blast off from the launch pad at Cape Canaveral, Florida, and participate in a successful mission in space. First Indian American woman astronaut. Okay, she blasted off from the launch pad. What is launch pad? It is an area on which a rocket stands for launching. She participated in a successful mission in space. Her family from India cheered her along with staff at the Kennedy Space Center as they watched the Columbia lift off or take off. They cheered her, they shouted, they supported her, shouted for joy, in praise, they cheered her, they supported her as they watched the Columbia take off. Kalpana was born in Karnal, Haryana, but was a naturalized US citizen. Why she was a naturalized US citizen? Because she was married to flight instructor G. Perry Harrison. Because she married an American citizen, she became a naturalized citizen of the US. Okay? And she was born in Haryana, Karnal district of Haryana. Besides being an astronaut, she was an astronaut besides being an astronaut. Now what is an astronaut? Astronaut is a person trained to travel in a spacecraft. She was licensed to fly single and multi-engine land airplanes, single-engine seaplanes and gliders. She even had the license for flying single and multi-engine land airplanes, single-engine seaplanes and gliders. What are gliders? Aircraft with long fixed wings and no engine, and flies by gliding to move smoothly and continuously without effort. She was also a certified flight instructor. Imagine so many degrees she had, and see her zeal or an enthusiasm for spacecraft, to go into space. She was also a certified flight instructor. What is a spacecraft, children? It is a vehicle designed for travel in space beyond the Earth's atmosphere or in orbit around the Earth. After qualifying as a pilot, you know she was a pilot, she had the license to fly airplanes and seaplanes and gliders. Kalpana began to consider another challenge. Now she was ready for one more challenge, applying to NASA's Space Shuttle program. She wanted to apply for the NASA's Space Shuttle program. She was first hired as a research scientist at NASA. Hired means to employ for a particular job. She was employed first as a research scientist at NASA. In 1994, she was selected by NASA for training as an astronaut. In 1994, she got the job by NASA for training as an astronaut. When asked what was it like being a woman in her field, usually when we think of spacecraft, astronauts, going to space, becoming a pilot, what comes to our mind? Only male members. We think that women cannot do such jobs. But when the people asked her, how are you liking that in this field, you woman, you are achieving such great heights? She replied, I really never ever thought while pursuing my studies or doing anything else that I was a woman or a person from a small city or a different country. She said that I never thought that I am a woman, and because I belong to a small city or because I am from a different country, I am from India, I cannot go out and pursue or chase my dream. Pursue means to chase. She said, I never thought. I really never ever thought while pursuing my studies or doing anything else that I was a woman or a person from a small city. Karnal is a small city, or a different country, because she was from India. I pretty much had my dreams like anyone else and I followed them. She said that it was my dream to become an astronaut, to go into space. So I put all my efforts to pursue or chase my dreams. And people who are around me, fortunately, luckily, always encouraged me and said, if that's what you want to do, carry on, move on. So her people around her, her family, all supported her in this mission. Kalpana's first space mission in the Space Shuttle Columbia was 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes long. Her first space mission was 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes long. During this time, she went around the Earth 252 times, traveling 10.45 million kilometers. Just imagine. The crew included a Japanese and a Ukrainian astronaut. The crew performed experiments such as pollinating plants to observe food growth in space. Obviously, because they were there for so many days, food is necessary. How much food will they take with them? So they were doing different experiments and tests for making stronger metals and faster computer chips, all for a price tag of about $56 million. All these experiments they were doing in space when they were there for the first time. 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes. On the Saturday night when the news about the Columbia disaster broke, there was shock and disbelief. When news came that Columbia had blasted, the disaster had taken place, Everyone was in shock and they were not believing. The town of Karnal spent a sleepless night as thousands of households stayed glued to their television sets in the hope that Kalpana and the crew had somehow survived. Somehow they were just watching on television that the crew, including Kalpana, were safe. A journalist wrote, "She was a heroine. It takes enormous ability to become an astronaut. Enormous ability. You need to know a lot about everything. To become an astronaut, you can say everything you need to know. From biology, what is biology? Study of living organism. To astrophysics. Astrophysics is a branch of astronomy concerned with the physical nature of stars and other celestial bodies and the application of laws and theories of physics." So you need to have knowledge about biology, astrophysics, knowledge about stars and other celestial bodies. To aeronautical engineering. In this age of super specialization, you must have encyclopedic knowledge. What is encyclopedic knowledge? Vast and complete knowledge about a large number of diverse subjects to be an astronaut. Overall knowledge is required. Her achievements is awe-inspiring. Too much inspiring. For millions of young Indians, the story of Kalpana Chawla, a girl from a small town who touched the skies, had become an inspiration. A girl from such a small city can do wonders. She can touch skies. So you can say that she became a role model for many girls, and even today she is remembered and she is a source of inspiration. In a message that she sent from aboard the space shuttle, when she was there in space, she sent a message to students of a college in Chandigarh. Kalpana said, she had sent a message to students of her college in Chandigarh. Kalpana said, the path from dreams to success does exist. We say that dreams do not really happen. But no, it happens. The path from dreams to success exists. It happens. May you have the vision to find it. You should have the eyes to make it successful. Your dreams to be successful. The courage to get onto it. To a position on the surface of, to pursue it. Wishing you a great journey. So in short, what she wanted to say, that first is you have to dream, and in your dream only you have to think that you have achieved success, and the path from dreams to success exists. It is there. There will surely be many who start off on this journey to fulfill their dreams. Only you have to start in order to fulfill your dreams. Adapted from Span, January-February 1998. So here we finish with the lesson. Let us just look at the meanings. Tragedy, an event causing great suffering such as a serious accident, a crime, etc. In this lesson, tragedy was struck with Kalpana Chawla because she expired after her space shuttle Columbia blasted. Last stop, take off from a launching site. Hire, employed for a particular job. Fortunately, luckily. Astronaut, a person trained to travel in a spacecraft. And launchpad, area on which a rocket stands for launching. Okay students, now we will read a poem on beauty. Poem number 4, Beauty by E. Ye Shu. Now, what is beauty? And where can we find beauty? We can find beauty in the birds the harvesters dancing when the crop is ready, in the trees, in the sunlight, during night time when the wind is sighing, or when the rain is falling. So in this poem, we will see where does beauty lie. Okay, let us start reading the poem. What is beauty? Try to describe what beauty is, or list some of the things or persons you think are beautiful. Now let us read a poem on beauty. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. This is the first paragraph. So in this paragraph, the poet talks about the places or the people who find beauty and where do they find the beauty. So beauty is seen or beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. This is a famous proverb. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, the person who sees. It is the attitude of the person. Beauty is everywhere. It can be seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, the growing crops. Now what is corn? Corn is a chief cereal crop of wheat, maize, barley, etc. People who dance to show their happiness when their crops are ready. Okay, or the harvesters when the harvest. What is harvest? Collection of crops when they are ready to be gathered. Harvest time, the farmers are very happy because the crops are ready to be sold out. So these are the things where do you find beauty, where you find beauty. Remember children, beauty, physical beauty is transitory. It will fade away with time as you age. Perception of beauty is subjective. In the first paragraph, the poet is talking about the original idea of beauty. Now we move on to the second paragraph. Beauty is heard. In the first paragraph, the poet talked about where can you see beauty. In the second paragraph, the poet is talking about where can you hear beauty. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting anything in earnest. Okay, what is the meaning of sighing? Sound of a deep breath. And what is chanting? Singing. Okay, beauty is heard in the night when the wind is sighing. It is making a soft noise and moving along the trees. That is sighing. Singer chanting or a singer singing anything in earnest. Earnest is sincere. If a singer is singing sincerely, you can hear the beauty of the singer. How beauty can be heard is talked about in the second paragraph. Beauty is a thing to be felt. It can be heard. One can listen to it. Like one can hear its sound when night falls, when the wind blows and creates a sound, soft noise which the wind makes. When rain falls on the earth, you hear the sound when the rain falls. When a singer sings something very sincerely, all these sounds can be heard. Now we come to the third paragraph. Beauty is in yourself. Good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work and even in your rest. What is the meaning of these? Actions or acts. Beauty is in yourself. Good deeds. If you do good deeds, if you think good, in your dreams it will be repeated. You will find beauty in your dreams, in your work and even in your rest. Our good deeds, happy thoughts are repeated in our dreams, our work and in our rest. Beauty is not always external. external or visible. In this paragraph, the poet is trying to say that beauty is not always external or visible. It is within and it can be abstract also. One's views, good acts, one's wishes, even imagines in dreams. Beauty can be one way of work or even the style of taking rest. Thus, beauty is very vast. It cannot be confined to one thing. Rather, it is there in everything. We just need eyes, ears and a heart to see it. You need ears to listen to it, eyes to see and a heart to feel it. The poet now, just I'll be summing up the entire poem, what in short the poet is trying to say. The poet is trying to say in this poem that beauty is in everything. All the small things we do or the environment around us, everything has beauty in it. Everything has its own importance. All things are beautiful in their own unique way. Sunlight has its own beauty. Beauty can be seen in the growing corns. People who are working and dancing for getting good harvest. Beauty is not only seen but it can also be heard or felt. For instance, when night falls, wind blows slowly, or the sound of rainfall, or when a singer sings earnestly, they all give pleasure to the mind and make it feel happy. Beauty is not just outside, it is within. Beautiful is the self. Our good deeds, happy thoughts please everyone. Our dreams are also beautiful as they give us a reason to advance and work with zeal. Beauty is in your style of work, the way you take rest and sleep. Beauty is everywhere. It is in attitude, the way we look at things. Actually, everything is beautiful in its own unique manner. The need is only to feel it. Like I told you, physical beauty is transitory. As we will age, it will start fading. It will start becoming less. But physical beauty it is transitory. But perception of beauty is subjective. But in this poem, the poet is talking about beautiful things which you can see, feel, hear. Once again, I'll just read the entire poem together. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling or a singer chanting, anything in earnest. Beauty is in yourself, good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work and even in your rest. I hope you have understood the poem. See you soon, students. Bye. Have a good day.